Hello and welcome to the Driver 61 filming day. I'm here with a bunch of other Driver 61 subscribers. The challenge is last to be overtaken wins $1,000. So here we are, back at Daytona Milton Keynes. Always nice to be back here, and here I am, not being at all weird.
Scott Mansell's right behind me. There he is.
Yes, that's right, there he is. There's Callum.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Wishing me good luck. What a nice young man. So basically, after about 10 minutes practice or so, we were randomly gridded up. So you can see there's about 34 of us. Completely random order. I'm starting sort of in the top third. Just over there is Scott Mansell. There he is. Ooh, he's coming for us. He's coming to get us. Essentially, the idea is that if we can avoid being overtaken by him, if we're the last person to get overtaken, then we're going to win $1,000 US. US dollar, obviously being the most stable currency at the moment. I think that's why they chose it. Anyway, we're off, and it's a right kerfuffle into turn one, we are very fortunately able to get through there unscathed. And so I think we started about 11th, something like that. But we're up to 4th. You can see just on the left there is the remnants of the turn one disaster, but yeah, we fortunately on this occasion got through it relatively unscathed. So now we're going to see if we can do anything about this guy. Now this guy, he's got his own equipment. I was speaking to him actually. He's quick. He's got his own kart and everything as well. You know, if we can make a move on him, then we need to. Looking at down the bottom of a hill, looking at the move there, but it wasn't on. A guy further up ahead gets very wide all over the curb. Now that's going to slow him down. We're going to see if we can go round, but no, we're going to push this guy through. Not enough room on the outside there. This is a bit of a predicament for us though, because he's waving his hands. Why he's waving his hands? And we take a hit from the rear as well. Oh, look at that. You can see all the dilly-dallying behind these two guys has actually cost us a place there. We've got a Swansea University guy who's made a move on us. Is he going to make a move on the guy there? Yes, he is. A guy on the inside. So can we do anything as well? We're going to go up the inside, but we don't quite get the job done, actually. We were sort of alongside. And again, by not making a good, clean overtaking move, we've actually cost ourselves 2 positions. Well, we're in 1 position on this occasion, but it's going to be 2 positions overall. A little bit of contact up ahead, and that's going to ruin the guy on the right's line. And we just apologies to that guy there. The curb threw me back towards him, actually, and I gave him a little bit of a clout on the side. There's more fighting up ahead. So in the last lap we lost 2 positions, but in this lap we've gained 2. So that's good. But I think these 2 guys up ahead, these guys are going to be particularly quick. Now we're actually in 4th position at this time. The guy who was leading has cleared off after all of the fighting that was going on there. Whenever you fight in a kart, you're going to lose time. You're going to lose loads of time. You might often see karters pointing their finger, pointing forward. There's the guy on the left-hand side making his way through, just past the start-finish line. They often say, let's work together, because fighting with someone is going to cost you loads and loads and loads of time. So, by far and away, the best thing to do, if you can do, is work together with the driver ahead. I'm not sure if the camera just froze there. Sorry if it did. But anyway, we're back up and running again. Just having a cheeky look behind there. We've got a couple of regulars to the Milton Keynes track there, as the driver ahead just gets it wrong and gives us an opportunity now. We've got a couple of regulars. I can see Dan Munro is behind me. Now, Dan Munro is a champion around here in this circuit. Lightweight driver, so he's very, very good, and he's coming now. I strongly suspect, as a heavyweight, once he gets up to the back of me, he's going to be much quicker. So it's going to be really important. We're going in and out of a slipstream with this guy ahead, but we're not going to make any silly moves because, yeah, like I said, with Dan Munro coming, it's going to be really important not to lose too much time. The more people, as we go, we lose the rear there. Look how much time that cost us. We just lost the rear, and that costs us 2-3 kart lengths, 4 kart lengths maybe. So it just goes to show, got to be tidy, avoid mistakes. Otherwise, Scott Mansell will come and he will take away your chance to win $1,000. What was I going to say? Yeah, that's right. So the more people that you've got as a buffer to Scott Mansell, every time I turn around, by the way, and you see that driver in the white suit, that is Dan Munro, one of the fastest guys who at this circuit. Normally a D-Max driver, actually, though. D-Max, by the way, if you don't know, if you come to Daytona, Milton Keynes, or any of the Daytona circuits, you've got a choice between driving one of these 4-stroke karts, which are... This car actually handled really nicely. It was a really nice positive front end on it, which is what I like. But these are probably what you call the entry-level karts, really accessible. Anyone can have a go in these. The D-Max karts are the very highly powerful 2-stroke engined go-karts. They really are something, so if you haven't ever been on one, please do. At some point in your life, if you're a massive motorsport fan, you really should get in one because they are quite eye-opening. Anyway, we've got a good run out of the last corner, and now we're putting a little bit of pressure on the guy there. He knows that we're here, and he's beginning to lose the rear, and we are about to get him on the exit. Can we get him? Well, he's on the right-hand side. He's got track position. We're going to hang it all the way around the outside. Now, if you do that, you scrub off much less speed, and look what we've done. We've actually been able to get ahead on the entry to the off-camber right-hander sort of hairpin there, and that is job done. And really, that was all on the exit. Now, I was weighing in today at about 87.5 kilograms. The sort of minimum waist rate was 80 kilograms. Everyone was sort of weighing up to 80. So, it just goes to show I shouldn't really be able to do people on the straights, but if you do get it wrong, just like I demonstrated a couple of laps ago, getting it wrong in the corner, losing the rear can cost you loads and loads of time. Sort of depends a little bit. Oh, we've got a little bit of a tap there, a little bit of a love tap. Yeah, there's someone there. If you get it wrong, if you slide the rear of the car, depending on what you're driving, it's going to be different if you're driving one of these karts to a sort of a Club 100 or D-Max kart, which is obviously a little bit more powerful, to a senior Rotax, which is again a little bit more powerful, again. But sliding the rear is going to cost you anywhere between 1 and 4 tenths. So you've really got to be very, very, very smooth, particularly on the steering. Not always the case. If it's very, very low grip, you can afford to get a little bit more energy into the tyres and slide it a little bit more. But certainly today, it was looking like with high grip and low power in these karts, any kind of slide was going to cost you loads and loads. And actually, the guy ahead of us, this guy called Andrew, he was metronomic. He was braking exactly the same point every time, accelerating exactly the same point, no slide, and he was so difficult to get past. You see how much of a gap he's already pulled on us. And there is Dan Munro. We give him a little wave. Hello Dan. but he's coming. Obviously, if we can keep Dan behind us, then Scott Mansell will be coming up against Dan first and me second. So ideally that would be the case. Now we've actually got a checkered flag here. So the way this race is going to run, or this event is going to run, is in various stages. Okay, so that was stage 1. Now we did go for stage 2. Very sadly, I'm very sorry to say, but I've lost the footage. Really annoying because I had an epic start. Started 4th, got up into the lead, and I was leading it for quite a long time actually. Just before the end, I dropped down to P2. So we're starting P2 now, but there's only 4 of us. This is basically heat number 3. 5 red lights on, and we go out. Unfortunately, we're on the outside of the turn one. So we're going to lose. You can see we've lost time already to, this is going to be Andrew on the left-hand side of us here. So we've lost that. We're down one place. And there, around the outside, we've got a very young man, a young driver. Hello, sir. Welcome to the sport. But that actually puts us into P4. And right behind now is the dreaded Scott Mansell. He's coming for me. A little bit of contact just up ahead. So can I make any kind of inroads from that? Just slightly squeezed onto the grass and onto the curb. So we can't get through here. Can we do anything into the hairpin? Well, we've got a better exit, but there he is. Down the hill now, and winning the kart on, but there he is! No! Scott Mansell goes through on us and takes away our chance at winning $1,000 US. Just imagine how stable that currency would have been. Yeah, bad news for me. One hand on the wheel, and that is my day over. But I have to say, huge thank you to Overdrive and Driver 61 for giving me the opportunity to come. It was a really great day. Like I say, 34 subscribers. We go back in now into the pits, into the losers enclosure, as no one was calling it. But we got lunch as well. We got Scott and the team gave us an opportunity to come back out, because although we had a pretty decent day's running, there were some people who were sort of out on the first corner, so they were very good to us. They gave us a lot more time in the karts. They also provided us lunch. Delicious it was. Got a chance to have a chat with some other subscribers. Got some commentary going on here. So there are the boys from Driver 61, and just having a little look now. My GoPro's about to die with the battery, but just having a look at who's winning, and now it's Andrew who actually wins this. So it's the guy who overtook us in Heat 1. He was really, really quick, but there they are. They're just about to come into view. So there's Andrew. Scott's going to reel him in eventually, and eventually they have an amazing battle. But thank you ever so much for watching. It was a really great day. There is Scott putting a move on P2. Thank you ever so much for watching. See you on the next one.
Thanks for watching Mango Motorsport, a community for racing fanatics.